very welcome to the 2015 annual Fearmangh event, and we have Eamon here, a local resident from the area. Eamon, what do you think of the event?
It's very, very impressive. I'm really impressed with the amount of people that's taking part, and the weather's great, and we're having a great time here marshalling, and it's great to see so many people coming to the area, and hopefully it'll transmit into further things for our little community.
And whereabouts are we at the moment?
We're up at the Fearmangh viewpoint looking down on Derrygonley, and it's a beautiful day, and we're waiting now on the long race competitors to come through. We've just finished up in the short race, and I think we can hear them coming.
Yes, well, I think it's the lead vehicle coming now, very, very shortly. But so far we've had about 85 people through.
85 people through, all very fit people.
And again, we're going to be showing on this video some of the people who've taken part in the event as well.
And it's great to see so many people competing, and the event is going to stand its strength. It's our third year of running it.
Okay, and
great to be part of it.
Where's it finishing off?
Finishing off back in the community centre in Derrygonley. They have a long way to go yet. They have to go up to Loch Navarre and run down Maho, kayak, run back up Maho and back into the community centre.
It's an absolute endurance event
it's
for both the short and the long event.
Absolutely, it's nearly an all-day thing.
Right, what about you? Are you going to do it this next year?
Michael, at my age, I don't think so.
Okay, we're now at Blackslee Trail, and the cyclists have just pulled in here to park up the bikes. And we're delighted to have you here as well. It's Roisin Henry.
That's right.
And you also work with Fearmangh Anoma District Council. And your role here today is to timekeep.
My role here, yes indeed, is to timekeep and just ensure that all the athletes that are coming through just bleep and record their times on the recording systems, so that whenever they've finished they'll have they'll know exactly the times that they've done to do their cycling and their racing and their kayak, and then there's other timers up in the kayak.
So this is the transition point. They'll be getting some water and some fruit.
Taking water on board and taking fruit on board, obviously, because they'll be going for a long, long time. We've just had the short runners through. The long runners will be coming through, and they'll be tired by the time they get here, but hopefully we'll cheer them on.
Do you know any of the times just yet? Who's leading it yet? Do you?
There was one gentleman, I don't know where he's from, but he was a flyer. He was absolutely fantastic, and he was streets ahead of everybody else. So I'm pipping him for the winner now, I must say. Yes.
And again, we're waiting for the endurance event, which is 75k. They haven't just arrived yet. We're waiting for them.
We're waiting for those to come in, and I'm sure they'll be tired, but they're very fine, fit young men and women. There'll be no bother to them. They'll be going up and running around that 3-mile walk and taking in the beautiful scenery that's here today. Fantastic weather as well, and great company, I may add, here with the marshals here today. So I'm having really, really good fun. So
well, we appreciate you coming out and giving your time as well. It's been fantastic. The one thing I've got to say is I've walked the Blackslee. It would make me cry to have to run it. So I really have to say, I've got to give it to the people who've taken part today. Who've taken part in the 35k endurance event and then the long ones as well. So you need to be fairly fit to do this.
You would nearly be fairly fit to do it, extremely fit to do it. You just can't get on a bike and cycle or get up and run. You have to be in training for it, and it takes a long, long time. There are some participants here who are doing it for personal reasons, and it really is a fantastic credit to them and their family to be here. And I must say, there's actually quite a lot of support from Emmyvale, from the Monaghan crowd. I think there's quite a few athletes from there, and so you can see how it involves the whole community as well. And for Derrygonley here to host it here today, it's been absolutely fantastic. And say the weather's great, the scenery is beautiful. Sure.
And the crack's even better than that.
The crack's even better. So what other things would I be doing?
And again, you seem to be a fairly fit woman yourself. Are you not doing this here?
It would put me in the humour to do it, but when I see what they have to do, I go, maybe next year, but I know that's not going to happen.
But have you done any 10Ks yourself, have you?
I have in the past. I've run a few marathons and done 10Ks, so. But I think I'll stick to the administration end of it from this on in.
Okay, well that's Roisin Henry from Fearmangh Anoma District Council, and we're delighted to have Roisin here to help us to do the timekeeping.
Thank you.
We're still here at the Fearmangh viewpoint, and I'm delighted here to introduce the Red Cross Emergency Response Team. and we have Noel and we have Dean here. You're very, very welcome here to County Fermanagh. Guys, tell us, what's your role here today?
Well, our primary role is just for first aid support. Potentially, if somebody comes off their bike or something, maybe gets grazed in the road, or through the forest, if somebody maybe trips, hurts their ankle, twists an ankle, maybe grazes their knees, etc. We're just here to provide whatever support we can.
Good. And Dean, have you had any problems so far yet? Any accidents?
Nothing so far today.
Again,
good.
you're prepared if it happens,
Yep.
but at the same time, we're hoping that there won't be any accidents
Yep.
or incidents.
Well, a quiet day is the way you like it.
But tell me, folks, Red Cross, I associate the Red Cross with being overseas, etc. But Red Cross here for an event like this here, how come you happen to be here providing support to a local event
The
like
Red
this?
Cross, quite a few different ways of support within Northern Ireland. And our own centre back in Derry, we will provide meals and wheels. We do what they call patient escort, home from hospital, therapeutic care, wheelchair loan, and above first aid. And then also we have contracts now with some of the services, the ambulance services for doing patient transport between hospitals, etc.
Again, is this your first time? Are you from Fermanagh? Or where are you from?
No, not from Derry, but I've been up quite a few times over the years because my father had worked up in this neck of the
Brilliant.
woods, so I know the countryside quite well.
So, what time have you been on the road from this morning? Obviously coming down
8
from
o'clock.
8 o'clock,
o'clock.
Yeah.
down here, and obviously this will be finished later on this afternoon.
I
and
would
heading
take
back
about
up.
an hour and a half, 2 hours to get home.
Well, folks, listen, I just want to thank you from our own partnership here, but for the Fearmangh event. Thank you very much indeed for your support, and we hope that there are no problems, but we're certainly reassured that we know that you are here as well. So thanks very much indeed for coming down and supporting us.
Thank you.
Okay, we're delighted to have Sergeant Ewan Ballantyne from the PSNI. Ewan, you've been looking after this event today. How's it all gone?
Fantastic. You know, it's a great turnout, great weather, and a fantastic location for such a great event.
And have there been any problems along the way, or has everything gone fairly well?
None whatsoever. There's great camaraderie with the local community to assist in the policing of the event, basically, to make sure that all the junctions are covered and the participants are kept safe and fed and at least know where they're going as well. So
I know that you are a fairly fit person yourself as well, so obviously you're interested in what's going on here today. What's your assessment of the Fearmangh event? There's obviously two races taking place. There's the endurance 70k and the 35k. What sort of feat is that for people taking part in it?
it's actually, endurance-wise, actually very, very difficult. Even the smaller event for anyone to participate will require a certain amount of training. To be good in a bicycle, to be water safe in a kayak, and to be a fairly good runner because the runs are extremely, extremely difficult.
Good. Well, we're nearly halfway through the main endurance event, so hopefully it's going to be a non-event in terms of injuries or requiring your assistance. So thank you very much indeed for all you have in support today from the partnership, and again for the Fearmangh event. Hopefully it's a successful event as well.
You're very welcome, and look forward to next year and maybe even participating.
Robbie Bryson, 3 times we've had the Fearmangh in Derry Gonley.
Yes.
Twice you've won it. What's your reaction?
Oh, it was a great event. Michael, I really enjoyed the event. Well, you know, the Derry Gonley community, for a start, I'd just like to thank them because they play such an active part in organising it. The atmosphere, you know, the marshals are great when you go through the checkpoints, and everybody's encouraging, and we've been so lucky with the weather all 3 years. Brilliant weather, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Tell me, have you got your time yet?
Yeah, 3 hours 22 this year.
Absolutely fabulous. And how long have you been doing this here?
This kind of sport.
Yeah.
I started in school, not adventure racing, but running, and then I spent most of my active years, still active now obviously, but doing hill running, mountain running, and then turned to cycling, road cycling, and then so this event is kind of encapsulates all the events I competed in. So.
And tell me this, this is your second year in a row for winning, and
Yeah.
I do believe the first year you could have won it if you hadn't had a flat tyre.
That's right. Yeah,
But despite that, what are your plans now for the next 12 months?
Well, I mean, I'll come back next year for sure, yeah. But there's bound to be some young buck turns up one year.
Well, I think we'll have to encourage them to do that there. But
Yeah,
no, I
no.
just what I saw out on the race was, 75 kilometres. It's cycling, it's running, and it's kayaking.
Yeah,
And what I've noticed is it's incredibly physical and
Yes,
it's
yeah.
high endurance. So, well done.
Okay.
It's not just a fluke last year. You clearly know how to do it, and it's good to see you win again this year. Very well done.
Thank you very much, Michael.
We're delighted to welcome Thomas O'Reilly, the Chairman of Fermanagh District Council, to Derry Gonley. Thomas, you're probably in the most westerly part of the council area. What are your thoughts of coming out to Derry Gonley?
Absolutely delighted to be here, and delighted to be here on such a wonderful day. Weather-wise, it's just been perfect for this endurance race, and having talked to some of the competitors both on the short race and the long race, they are saying this has been a tough race, and it has been tough all the way around, so no easy sections, and they were saying that they wanted to keep a little bit in reserve for emergencies, but they had to use that right away. So we have designed a really good race. We have got over 140 competitors here again this year, which is absolutely wonderful. People are absolutely enjoying it, spreading the word and wanting to take part. And of course we have our own local athletes that are right up there at the front and are winning, and that's good to see as well.
Yeah, I'm delighted. I understand that our own Fermanagh athlete, Robbie Bryson, has won the event, and we're delighted that he's done that. Something I've noticed today is the spirit of cooperation with all the services who've come to make this really work together, and again with the council. Kind of thinking forward for the community, like we're delighted the council has supported us in bringing this event to Derry. Small communities are looking towards the council to give them that support. What support would you think of the future for the people of Derry?
Well, we have certainly the community planning is the new vehicle for the council to be able to go out and help deliver local opportunities to communities, and we want community to input into the process of the plan of that whole community plan. So that's going on at the moment. We're going to do that, but we also have to be looking at new events, new ideas that can bring tourism to Fermanagh, to the whole council area, because now not alone have we got the lakes of Fermanagh, but we have the Sperrins in Tyrone, so we have the best of both worlds here, and certainly Derry is one of those can-do attitude places that people are self-help attitude getting there, and with some help from the council are able to put on a wonderful event such as this. And I want to pay tribute to the local people who are taking the time out of their lives and being community minded to do that. Of course, along with all of the emergency services, all of the different partners that are working with this, and of course I want to pay tribute to Joanne Cunningham, Eddie McGovern and the entire council team that have delivered.
Yeah, Tom, thank you much indeed. It's really good to have your support from the council, and we look forward to seeing that building over the future as well. So thank you much indeed.
Thank you.